Azul. I'll turn this down a bit. Azul, we'll get started in just a few more minutes, okay? Azul عبد الواحد. Azul دادا ما كانت جيت. One second, I'll be right back. Azul, Zuhir, Azul, Usama, من ذاكنين. One second, I'll be right back. All right, where are we? Zuhir, as always, you're my cue. You tell me when, okay? You're the boss. You're the big boss. Azul Hisham, Karim. أهلا كريم. من زاكين؟ ما قد تجيز. لحك. Azul Hisham. لا بس ما كني ما كتقام. سفجيجم تبين فلاس. صبيلن. Okay, all right. As always, guys, there's a delay. There's always a delay. So just so as you guys, when we get started on this, as you guys are writing, I may not catch anything right away. So I'll try to answer your questions as they come, and if I miss out on something, hopefully y'all help each other out and answer each other's questions. How many people do we have? 60 people so far. Okay, so let me say this. استرمت نسكر ستمازيغ تقدر تنسكر ستاقلينزي تمترم ما غيدي لن ما غيدي حاضر English نغد or تمازيغت. Which one do you guys want? We're gonna talk about Tifina. A little bit إميكنو مزروين Tifina. رنسول رد غنزر إسكيل نغد إجمين alphabet إجمين إسكين letters, okay? أسكيل. Yes, Lily, what? No. Shh. Sorry, تمشت. أسكيل is a letter. إسكيل letters. إجمين is alphabet. إجمين alphabet, I guess, in the plural form. So وكان نزري يجمين afterwards. So وين نترم ترم تمازيغت. Okay, ترم تمازيغت هاد نسكرس تمازيغت ورقي سامو كريس. Majority rules, minority rights. غي كانت سقع. Hello, من زاك مين? Are you coming over tonight? Or tomorrow? Lily, تمشت غصدر دغت رزق الليل. Mixed Tamazight and English. Yeah, Karim, يميك ترم combination. اخترم combination, we can do that. I can do both. Tamazight. وخا يفولكي. يفولكي يزل يغودا يحلى يشوى يفلجا يصبح. Zuhir, you tell me when, okay? Because I'm just waiting. In the meantime, I'll play some music for you guys. بلا تنظر ما غيدي لن. إيه هاد سبع عمرانس. لا فاطم. سبع عمرانس. بلا تنظر. Lily, you have to stop. Lily? That's unacceptable. Shh. تمشت نفقك كان ما يقريها محمد اهلا انت احمد من زاكين انت احمد اسبقورنا ياد برك عيشه من زاك مين ولت ما لاباس كرات ما زغت لي تيهل او غير سقلا مؤمن فكر ربي تمازيغين Yes, both. واخا محمد واخا أحمد. وريني ميك. Okay, we're still waiting. غيد لا غيسل أنا داكس نبدر الخرا. أزول عيشة. Okay, my cat has to go upstairs. This is insane. No, let's go upstairs. Okay. اوكي يا حقا رنزور سمايد ياي ازول تيفاوين تيم كليوين تيم نسيوين اشكوكوين دباني غيلا. So hello guys, thanks for joining us tonight. We are going to talk about Tifinagh. So غاسد رنساول في Tifinagh. تغوصة تمزورت رنساول في Tifinagh. يمكنو مزروينس a little bit of history. يمكنو مزروين Tifinagh. وكان نزري سيسكين. Then we'll did my cat make it downstairs again? This is crazy. وكان نزري سيسكين. أدون مغممك هتجان. دمامك أردتني دمامك كيجا imslinsen, the sound. How do they make the sound? So we're going to talk about Tifinagh. We're going to go over the letters and I'll show you. I have some index cards made already. So I'll show you the letter and I'll show you how to pronounce it. So first things first. Excuse me. First things first, try to help each other out. There's إلى يمكن décalage. Donc ورا تكست غيلد يغدي وربيتو لي تكرا ورا تصرغني كين غير اردي زري كرن مراو نغد سموس دمراو نتسدادين عاد تصرغ. دونك يغاستو فهم او ساتي وياد كراين درس كراني سقسيت نتكرا. You answer each other's questions. So try to help each other out because I don't see the text for like, it takes like 10-15 seconds for me to get what you guys are writing. Sorry, I just got a cough out of nowhere. Okay, so Tifinagh غير اللي غاداون تينيغ إيجت تغاوسة مزورت. Tifinagh جيس سينوانون. That means two kinds. Tifinagh has two kinds. The first type إيجت Tifinagh تاليبيت نغد ليبيكو Tifinagh. This is the first one, the old one. تتجا Tifinagh تقبورت. Tifinagh تقبورت رستينين Tifinagh تاليبيت نغد ليبيكو Tifinagh. دو كانت لا Tifinagh تتررت يجت Tifinagh تمينوت اللي سرسنترا غسد غزمزد. So there are two types of Tifinagh. There is what we call a Libico Tifinagh, and that's pretty much the old version that's in very little use these days. And then there is the Neo Tifinagh, and that's the new script that we are using nowadays. So those are the two types. Excuse me. Now, the old Tifinagh تقبرت أو نتات جيس سينوانون. Even the old, the Libico Tifinagh also has two different kinds of it. There's a Western and there's an Eastern kind. Okay? This is just for history purposes, just for knowledge, so for us to know. You don't have to know those letters. We'll go over them, but you don't have to know them. This is just for this is an FYI. So, تغوصي ويند فسوى الغلط غير باش هتسنم. مشورة تحتاج جمتي إسكيلنا نتفينغ تقبرت وريلي مرة سرست سكرم غير باش هتني سنيان وكان إسن إسلن وكان تيفينغ تقبرت غم كلينغ لان جيسين ونون يلي أونون انتفينغ تلي إلان غدار تونس لوريس تونس ليبيا تيلي داغ تيفينغ ياضنين تين زغ القبيل أرد كناريا أرد جزيرين كناريا سين ديجان تيفينا غلي القبيل د اركاناريا اختنا لانيس مراو كراد مراو نسكن وقار في تيفينا غلي يضنين. So there are two types of the Libico Tifinagh, the old one, Tifinagh تقبرت. There are two different kinds. So like I said, there's an eastern and a western. The eastern one, basically from the RS Mountains all the way out to the Siwa Valley and like past Libya, Tunisia, Libya, and so on. That's the old one. Then, I'm sorry, that's the eastern one. Then the western one is from the Kabyle region all the way to the Canary Islands. So that's the western Libico Tifinagh. And the western one has 13 additional letters as opposed to the one on the eastern side. They're a little bit different just because of the addition of the letters, but all in all, it's pretty much the same writing system. I have my notes written down so I can remember. ديال تغاوسا يادنين ريغا تساول خفتي فينا غلي تقبرت تيفينا غلي تقبرت تغاوسا تمزورت إيجات إسكنس كان انزغان إغارتني كرا تغاوسا تجا انزغان إيجات geometric. So the letters are very geometric. There's no cursive. We don't write in cursive like غمكلين فرانسيس تجلين زتغين تزدارت تنتزديت إسكن إيجا غيان cursive مش اختفينا هو اختفينا ورجيس غير كان كريجة تسكيل إلا ديخفنز. So Tifina, we don't write in cursive. It's a very geometric. It's a very geometric alphabet. A lot of lines, sharp lines, circles, that sort of thing, and no combinations. You can't really connect the alphabet. Each one stands alone. That's point number one. Point number two, you write it from the bottom up. This is the old Tifina. You write it from the bottom up, okay? Artura Tifina اللي تقبرت سيزدار أرفلا سيزدار أرفلا غم كده ستسكرت. Is that there were some a few, I guess, inscriptions where they found right to left, left to right, vertical, horizontal, different ways of writing it. So it does exist in those ways as well. But the most standardized one was from the bottom up. We don't write like that anymore. Right now we write from left to right. I'll get to that later. So this is the second thing. Then the other thing is يتغاو سيادنين متى اللي غداوني نير تامازيغت اللي تقبرت ورقيس إغريتن ورقيس نلالين أغري إيجات فاول لي فويل ورقيس نلان تامازيغت تقبرت ورطاف إغريتن. So the old Tifinagh does not have any vowels. It's all consonants. تلقى كله ترجالين ترجلت consonant أغري vowel ترجلت أغري. تمازيغت تقبرت قيس غير ترجالين تمازيغت تمينوت تتررت قيس ترجالين قيس إغريتن. Both of them, okay? So all Tifinagh consonants only. The Neo-Tifinagh has both consonants and vowels as well. ديت غوصة يضنين تلاقي غوصة رسنتيني linguistics to see تمازيغت gemination استجرين زيت. There's a notion, I guess, a phenomenon in linguistics called gemination, and that's basically when the consonant is prolonged, the sound of a consonant is prolonged or stressed. That's called gemination. Tamazight gemination, you get to see. Tamazight تقبرت أورتلي يخصا ولي رسفلين ولي رسلانين يمسكن نتني they're gonna interpret the word, okay? So there's no doubling the letter, there's no stress letter, no fricative this and less that, nothing. You just have a standard letter and it's interpreted based on the reader. Okay. ديت غوصة يضنين دميت سول تلاقي غوصة يضنين أرسنتيني some consonants. There's something called the value of a consonant. The value of a consonant. أتيج نغدزل نسكيل. So there's some consonants have a value of biconsonants, meaning a combination. تلاقيت la combinaison de consonants هي la combination غير كده تزيد سنات تريجالين تزيد باش هداك فكين يعني مسلي. You put two consonants together, you combine them together to give you one sound. That's called a biconsonant in English. ستمازيغت بوسين سكيلن. Okay? Sorry guys. Okay, so busini skin means a biconsonant. You combine two consonants and you get a sound out of it. So that's the third thing. Okay, so اختت قالتي فينا تقبرت. غيلد سق تاسوت تسموست the 5th century تاسوت century 5th تسموست زغ تاسوت تسموست غاكودن إيجا غاكودن تيجيرا the Roman Empire تيجيرا نسند الرومان زغاكودن ورسول تراني مزيغن سوسكيلد la disparition yeah so basically from the 5th century, this is the end of the Roman Empire. Going back and forth in languages is really confusing me. From the end of the 5th century, that's pretty much the end of the Roman Empire. That's when we kind of stopped using Tifinagh as a writing system, and we kind of relied heavily on either Latin alphabet or other foreign alphabets that we used to communicate, to write down our language. So that's pretty much how we went from this writing system that was quite robust and very heavily present, especially in funerary inscriptions. So we cut in لنمنون انتيجاز inscription تيجاز منون انتيجاز نليبيين نغاكودا نزمزان لي أوفن جيس نكرن إفض تيميدي وقار نفض تيميدي انتيجاز نغاكودن لان لا بلوبار نسن لان غي صمدال سق غي صمدال دغيكان. So they found about a little bit more than 1100 if they get 1000 100 they get تيميدي more than 1100 inscriptions, and most of these were funerary, as I've already said. I'm getting confused going back and forth in languages. Oh boy. Okay. So that's the most important thing. So زغاكودن Tifina تيماتارين تفينا يسكيلن تفينا أرتن بهرس كرن مدغار زوديغت نيت كراني القدن motifs. They basically were used mostly as motifs, decorative way for carpets and pottery and that sort of thing. So they kind of lost the communicative purpose, and they were mostly used for arts and crafts. And يتغوصا يضنين يقتغويلي حضين Tifina. The people who preserved Tifina were mostly تيمغارين كل تماشق نغديموهاج يموهاج كل تماشق نكون رسن تنيني ترقيين نكون رتنيني يخفوا نسن كل تماشق نغديموهاج. So the Tuareg, they don't call themselves Tuareg. So the Tuareg people, especially women, were the ones who preserved the alphabet the most, because it was the woman's job to teach her children the language, writing, culture, and that sort of thing. And so that's who, it's really thanks to them that we have a writing system today. Otherwise we'd be screwed. Okay. So what else do I want to say about that? I think that's pretty much it for the old Tifina اللي تقبرت. رغدا داونينا كرن a little bit of information like that, so you guys are aware, very general type of information, so I don't bore you too much. So غيلاد نيو Tifinagh. So now we'll talk about the Tifinagh تتررت نيو Tifinagh. So the biggest difference between the old Tifinagh and the new one is basically the incorporation of vowels. So Tifinagh تتررت جيس تجاني تزود Tifinagh تقبرت اللي نجيس كراني سكين ورمس سوان ورجان لمن ورجان زود ماش يلي سولجيس إغريتن is the biggest difference. إغريتني كان vowels les voyelles غويت لان تمازيغ تتررت ورلين تيفينا غير تيفينا تتررت ورلين تيفينا تاليبيت تيفينا تقبرت اوكي ديال تغوصه تيسنات تيفينا تمينوت تيفينا ادنا غسد ارتن ترى سوزلما دار فاسي أزلمد left أفاسي right so تيورا سوزلمد أرفاسي the Neo-Tifinagh the other difference is it's written from left to right we don't write from bottom up anymore and which makes it really useful you know okay then one last thing about Tifinagh غتمزغاوك directly Tifinagh غسد غزمزد in تقايت Tifinagh يجينو سكيل أنصب اختمازيرت أمور نوكوش نخدم المغرب تجي نستغيستو تليت غير يا ميم با كران السمانات غير كد زرينتي حتى غدار الجزائر تمازيغ دارس نتقاتو تليت تنصب أو نتني مش غدزاير نتني أرترن سوسكيل أولاتين وكاع نكوني إمازيغن نمروك دا ترانين سوسكيل تفينا غزغ ومشكيد مش إمازيغن الجزائر أرترنتني سوسكيل أولاتين لان سولي موها قرب دا ترنتني سوسكيل نتمازيغت سوسكيل تفينا من مشكيد مش غسد تيمي زاريا ضنينو هو تيمي زاريا ضنين زود تونس زود ليبيا زود مصر زود تيكزيرين زود غوين تمازيغتور درسن تيجي يتوتلي تنصب تورتا وتا تيجي يتوتلي تنصبت ايوا غي كانت تكا ديال تغوصه اللي غادا نتيني ورسنا غيستسميد ماشي كتين did I translate this in English by the way maybe I didn't let me back up a little bit So what I basically said is Tifinagh is pretty much the official alphabet used in Morocco. So in Morocco, it's pretty much, when you're writing Tamazight, you can write in Latin alphabet or any other alphabet you want. But the most official status, of inscription in Morocco is Tifinagh, and that's been since 2003. In Algeria, on the other hand, they write Tamazight mostly using Latin alphabet. And in the other countries, unfortunately, it's not an official language yet, and so there's no official writing system anywhere in place. Then the other thing, guys, just don't forget that this alphabet is very, very, very important. It has been banned throughout history. People have gone to jail for this before, as backward as it sounds nowadays, even as recently as the 1980s and the 1990s. Multiple people have either been arrested or have actually been sentenced for displaying Tifinagh in either as a banner in their store or something like that. So it's really important something we should hold on to. So, okay, ايوا غي كانت تقع ميتسول سولغ في ليبيا يعني ميكيك ليبيا لا ميم شوز ليبيا ودنتنين ليبيا had a really really difficult time when القذافي was there but I think after the revolution it has become more people have become more I guess I want to say empathetic, but it's their own language. So self-aware, I'll say self-aware. They've become a little bit more self-aware and accepting of who they are because that's who they are. Okay, so Riled, so right now we'll move on to the alphabet. I just want to show you the alphabet so you guys can learn and we can learn them together and I can say them and you guys can say them back to me. Well, you can't say them back to me, but you can say them as I say them. You can repeat after me. Okay? غير نزري ستفينا غير داون من غير كلمة مكاتقال وكان رتنيغ باش تسنم ملكيغا يمسلي نكريغا تسكيل. Okay. I have them written down in index cards. But تغوصة تم زوارت Zuhir, I'm not sure, but maybe you can tell me this. Should I flip the camera because this gives a mirror image. So the letters are not going to be accurate. Maybe I will switch the camera. إخساد تقلب الكاميرا شكو ختا درتك أسمق الكاميرا أريك mirror image. Try it first. Okay, let's see. I mean, I don't know how. Okay. So, أسكيلم زورو إيجت يا ريكن سستيرا يا ريكد يا. So this is in English. Okay. It's pronounced like A as in cat, like the sound in cat. It's a soft so yeah. And the best way to remember this, it just looks like a circle. It looks like a circle. So ya, Edrer, zud edrer. And Zuhir, oh, this is a great idea. Zuhir is gonna write them down. The camera gives a mirror image, so the letters are not gonna look the same, but please pay attention. Zuhir is gonna write them down for you. Okay. ررت البال هاتي زهير رنيرا إسكين غمس نتكسترين. Okay. أسكيل ويسين إيجت يب غود إيجانيت زود. If you want to remember how to write, it, it's kind of looks like a B. If you stretch your imagination a little bit, it looks like a B. You know, if you're gonna write a B, it kind of looks the same. So that's how I remember it. Yeb. Okay, so far we did ya, yeb. There's gonna be a quiz at the end of this, guys. Just kidding. Don't get nervous. Okay. Wiskrad. Muhammad yad Ahmed. Rikan nadada. Okay. Yag. Ghwad. Iga g. Yag. G. Zud. Ergaz. Yag. Ergaz. Okay. G. Ghwad. Iga. Yag. G. Okay. Let's do it again. Okay. Yag. Yag. Khted. This little thing here that you guys see is called temetert. This little thing is called temetert. Temetert means symbol. خطد ليلا نغيد تمزيكو غين غفلة أرسنتيني temetert. خطد تجا temetert. Okay. Okay. يج أرجز يج أزقار أرجز أزقار. زودي غتيني تج دو جو زودي غيس ج دو this. So it's basically the sound is like saying g and saying w with it at the same time. So g, gu. So look at Zuhir, because this is giving you the mirror image. When you write it, it's actually on the right side of the letter. It's not on the left side. This probably looks like it's on the left. Yag, yagu. Ergez, azguar. Okay, good. Very good. Next. I got a big stack here. Okay. What? Iga, yed. Edrer. Yed. Edrer. This looks like an upside down V. So D looks like an upside down V. Okay, that's how you remember this one. Edrer. Good. Next, this one, pay attention. This is the mirror image. Again, mirror image, okay? Okay. Yad. Adrar. Adar. D. اختتقى د اختتقى ض. اوكي. ادرر ادار يفولكي. اختد ارسنتيني اختد تقى ياي اختد ارسنتيني ياي مش اختد ودرسي مسلي. It doesn't make a sound. This is it's almost like a silent vowel. It's called a semi-vowel. It doesn't really make a sound. It's just there. An example. أنا داون فغيان l'exemple. اختد إيجا إغارتينيت ملل. يخكرين ري ملل كرا to whiten something. You make something white to whiten it. If you're gonna whiten ملل. يختوريت يم ل يل يم يل ري كان مل مش يخصد تينيت ملل يغتينيت ملل يخصك ختد وسكيلد. Okay, so ياي وربهرة درس يمسلي مش تلاغين تحتاجت ملل تتر ask for something to ask تتر to ask. يخصك زوختا they're called verbal radicals. يغدرك verbal radical يخصك ختد جراتسن دسولت لا نقر. Okay, we'll go over the rules later. You know what? We'll go over the rules later for this one. It's confusing. Don't worry about it. Don't use it. End of story. Okay. Next one. يف اختد إيجا يف أفوس أفرزيز أفوس يف زمم يا. Okay. Next one. تمد ملل يا. Next one. يك. But remember يك كريغا ودغار دمامك سرتينين يك. إلي ميتينين يك إلي ميتينين يك اختدستيا. This is very easy to remember because look guys, if you extend this up and if you remove the top, it looks like a letter K. تمروسنيتي K. تمروسنيت. Okay? So اختد يك أكل يك أكل غلاد يك يك يطفن تماترت نو يك دغية غوصة يدنين اختد تلا غزل ماد نسكيل غزل ماد نس. اوكي يك أكل يك أمدكل it's like a u كو ك يك أكل أمدكل. Okay, next one. Oh sorry, no, that's no. Next one يب اختد نكني أرسنتيني. Sorry, where are you? نكني أرسنتيني يه إترجين أرستينين يب. Okay. تيفينغ تمينوت ليلا نقدر نكني تمازيرت اختد إيجان يه. Okay. مش داري موهاج داري ترجين اختد تجايب. But don't get confused. So for us, this is yah. For the Tuareg people, this is yab. But don't worry. As far as you're concerned, this is yah. Okay? Yab was the one with the line going this way. So this is yah. Okay. Then, where's the next one? Yah. Zud ahidus. Yah ahidus. Ahwash ahidus. Okay? So this is yah. Great. This is hard, you know, if you speak a different language like English or French or something like that, you're not gonna, it's a very hard letter to say. But this is yah, like ahidus. Ahidus is like an organized dance. It's pretty cool, actually. Ahwash ahidus. I think ahidus is my favorite. I shouldn't pick sides. I'm gonna get in trouble. Next, just like yah is very difficult to say, this is yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. أعرم. An example. أعرم. أعرم is a small, like a boy, a child, a boy. أعرم. Or not really a boy. It's more like, well, it depends on the region. Some regions, كريجت تسقط ممكن ستين. لا إلي ما يتنين أعرم تزنين. إلي ما يتنين أعرم a single guy. So Kuyen did. Okay, yeah. Okay, great. Let's keep it moving. اختز, this one is يخ. أخطر. يخ. خ. أخطر. أخطر أمخار. يخ. Okay? This is very easy to remember. It's like an X. It's like an X with the line on top of it. And in the Latin alphabet, يخ is written as an X. So it helps you remember. يخ, example is أخطر or أمخار. Okay. Next. Man, we're just having a roll with these letters. Yah, ya, yakh, yak. Okay. Next one. This is yak. Yak. Q. Aqnin. Aqnin. Aqnin is a rabbit. Aq. Yak. Aqnin. But please look at Zuhir. Zuhir is writing down the letters because my camera is giving you the mirror image, so it's not it's not facing this way. It's facing the other way for you. Okay, yaq. Okay, good. Aq. Yep. Yaq. Aqnin. Aqnin. Next, i. Ils. Ism. I. It's like sigma, I guess. I. Okay. Next, this is yaj. Yaj. Ajdid. Yaj. Ajdid. So this is the J sound. Yaj. This is yaj. And it basically looks like a capitalized I. That's how you remember it. Yaj. Capitalized I. Okay. Next one. This is yell. This is an L. Yell. It almost looks like an N, but it's L. So yell. Yell. Eylel. Eylel. This is an example. Yell. Eylel. Okay. But it looks like an N. So that's how you remember it. Next is yem. Yem. Okay, this is M. Again, remember, it's probably facing the wrong way for you guys. It's supposed to face to the right. It's open to the right. It's not open to the left. Yem. Elim. Yeah. Okay. Next, yen. N. Yen. Okay. Yen. So remember, yel. Oh, sorry. This is yem that I put up. Yel. L. N. Yel. Yen. Yel. Yen. This is yen. N is just the line. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Where am I? Ooh. Okay. I want to say something about this. So this is you. Ooh. Afud. Afus. Okay. Ooh. A lot of times people always ask about the letter. What happened to my, sorry guys, 1 second. A lot of times people ask about the letter O. We don't have it. It doesn't exist. Okay. We only have U. We don't have O. So this is what we got right here. No O. Don't ask for it. U. U. Okay. Next, yep. P. Zu de Polonia. Yep. P. Again, it's facing the wrong way. It's supposed to face the other way. The little belly is to the right. It's not to the left. These are mirror images, which I'm just now realizing this was, should have done it differently maybe. Okay, yep. P. Yep. Okay. Next, where are we? Yar. Okay, this is gonna be fun. You'll know why it's fun later. Yar. Adrar. R. Adrar. Yar. Okay? Yar looks like O. Yar looks like a Q. It's supposed, the little line is on the right. It looks like a Q. Just remember, it looks like Q. That's an emphatic R. So, yar, Irno, Yar, Raja. Irno, Raja. The R is thicker. Yar, Yar, R, Ra. I hope you hear it. It's very difficult. This is probably the hardest two letters to differentiate. It's really annoying. Yar, Yar. Okay. Next. This one's a fun one. This is Yar. Yar. Remember, let me go back and find Ya so I can show you guys. Where is Ya? We did Yaq, so it's got to be before it. Okay, there's Ya. Okay. Oh, these are all out of order, but it doesn't matter at this point. Okay. Yar. Ya. Okay. One is, I guess the other one's upside down. Okay, this is Yar. Agares. Yar. Agares. Agares. Yar. In Latin alphabet, this is written as a gamma. A lot of times people will write this as a GH. Don't do that. Stop combining letters. Download the keyboard. Yar. Ya. Okay, Ya is looking downwards. It's like a little fork going down. And this one is like the little football thing, you know? What's it called? Why am I blanking on this? You guys get it. Like the pitchfork thing that you get the extra point for through. Yar. American football, not the other football. Not football, but football. Okay, next. Yes. Yes. Remember. So let me go back and find Yar. Excuse me. Okay. Yes. Yar. Yar is a big O. Yes is a big O with a dot in it. Yar. Yes. And just to make this more fun, because why not? Yes. But remember, Yar. Yes. Uskay. Yes. 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 Su. Yes. Uskay. Okay? So, yes. Yes. Yes has a line going through it to the top. Yar has a line going through it to the bottom. Okay? So, Yar. طف غود إلى سيزدار. Yes. طف غود إلى سفلا. غيكد. Okay? So, Yar. Remember, Yar looks like a Q. We're done. It looks like Q. This looks like an upside down Q. Yes. 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 Okay. Very well. We're towards the end, guys. Next is Yesh. Yesh. Amush. Yesh. Yesh is easy to remember. It looks like a C, and it, you know, sometimes C makes the sh sound. So, sh. Yesh. Yesh. Sdes, yeah. Sdes, Hassan, yeah. Okay. This next letter is only used very, very rarely because this, okay, let me just say, this is yet ch, ch, yet ch, yesh, yet ch. And this is really easy to remember because it actually looks like there is a T and a C in it. There's yet and yesh, yet ch. Okay, ch, yesh, yet ch. Yet ch is very, it's very rare because nowadays we're trying not to have anything that's kind of confusing. So combining two letters, we generally don't do that. So if you have a word that has ch in it, you would just write a T, like a yet and a yesh separately to make that sound. But we do have the letters, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show it to you guys. So yet ch. This is my favorite. It's such a pretty letter. Not how I wrote it. The way I wrote it is kind of ugly because I was trying to write big. But it's a pretty letter on the keyboard. Okay. Next is yet. Yet. This is a letter T, and it looks like a T. Well, it looks like a cross, but it looks like a T. Yet. Yet. Depending on the region, this T can have a very ts sound. It can almost sound like a mix between an S and a T. Yet, t, 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 It has like it's almost like I'm saying ts. I'm not, but it depends on the region. Zudiki, sabuzrers. Tabudrers. Sabuzrers. No. So yet. Yet. This is a T. Titrit. Titrit. See? Titrit. My T's sound like a ts. Okay, next one is yatta. Ta. Yet. Yatta. This is ta. Okay, so yet. Yatta. Ta. And it almost looks like there's a little T in there. Yatta. But let me remind you, because I don't want you to confuse, and I want you to be aware of the look-alike alphabet. So now I have to go back and find yatta. Where is D? Ya, yab, yag, yad, yadda. Okay. Okay. Yadda, da, yatta, ta. Yadda, yatta. Yatta has a T in it, and yad looks like an E. It actually looks like E. This is a mirror image that you guys are seeing on my index card. But a big E is yad, and a big E with a little T inside of it is yatta. And when I say letter E, I mean E in English. Okay. Next is a triangle. This is yav, v. Yav, Zud, Venezuela. The best download in Tifinagh keyboard. Okay, Aisha, remind me later. I will tell you what I have. I don't know what's best, but I'll tell you what I'm using. Yav, v. Next is yaw, w, yaw. Autil, autil, a bunny. Remember before we did aqnin? Aqnin is a rabbit. Autil is a bunny. Yaw, yaw. And this looks like a U, but don't get confused because, again, where's my U? See, now I'm just making a mess over here. I don't know where U is. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is U, this is U, this is W. U, W. Afus, autil. This is a W. This is a U in English. This is a W in English. In the Latin script. This is a U, and this is a W. Okay. So U, W, W. Okay? Afus, autil. So that's that. Next, Y. This is a Y. Yay. 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 This makes a Y sound. Like a Y in English. Okay? Yay. Okay. And it kind of, I don't know how you would remember this one. I guess if you extend that up in your imagination, it looks like a Y. I don't really know, but you just kind of have to know. You just got to know this one. Okay. Then, okay, everyone has to know this one. If you don't know this one, you are fired. Yes. Yes. Everybody knows this one. Yes. Amazigh, Azgzaw, Azgar, Aznukad, Aziza. What else? Okay. Yes. Yes. Z. Okay. Yes. Yes. Sorry, my thing's upset. Yaz. Azgar. What's yaz? Azro. Azro. Azro is a rock or a stone. Azro. Azrf. Azro. Z. 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 Azrf. Azro. I hope you guys can hear the difference. Yaz. Yaz. Azalim. Ya. That is it for the Tifinagh Tatrert, for the Neo Tifinagh. So those were all the letters. I got another stack. We're going to go through this one very, very quickly. These are the ones you do not need to know, okay? Unless you're, actually, I shouldn't say that because the Tuareg people are using some of these. So we should be aware of them. And especially a few like Yagh, and yaq and yah, we should know those because you'll see them a lot. But some of them you won't see very much. Okay, so this one is a circle with a cross inside of it. You're not going to see this one very much. This is a yab, b, but it's not a regular b. It's a yab that's fricative. A fricative sound is a vibratory sound. In linguistics, when you hear fricative, means it vibrates like v or z. When you say v or z, you feel your mouth vibrating a little bit. So this is a B with a vibration. So the Kabyle region has this when they say their B's. It's like when they say beba and they say veva, but it's between a B and a V. It's like veva, veva. That's this one. Don't worry about it. These are FYI. It's fine. If you don't get it, that's okay. Yab, but yav, v. It's a v. It's between a B and a V. It hasn't decided yet. This one I had already told you guys. This is called temetert. This is the little letter that goes on top of other letters to make the w, to add the w sound, like g, g, k, k, r, r. R is very not very common, but this is it. This is called temetert. Temetert. Okay, this. I don't know if anyone has this in their keyboards. By the way, people might not be able to give you these in the keyboards. Remember, mirror image here. This looks like, it doesn't look like one. It looks like the other side of, you know, the mirror image of a one. On your screen, it looks like one, but it's not. So this little part here opens up to the right when you're looking at it. This is yaz. This is yaz, but it's yaz in tawlimt. Tawlimt is one of the languages, excuse me, excuse me. It's yes, Tawlimt is one of the Amazigh languages in Mali. Okay, اختد الدرس كان يز تولمتي جايه تتليتك تتليني ترجين إلا نغمالي اختد أموتيني نتني يز. Okay, غير باش تسلم. Okay, this letter here, dot, 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 it's making a square in dots and making a dot right in the center of it. This one, tga, yagh. So this one has two sounds. It can be yagh or it can be yajh, depending on the region, okay? So, if you are in northern Niger, in the Ayer Mountains, this is yagh. But if you are in Edrer region, which is kind of in southern Algeria and some parts of Mali, this is yajh. So again, درس سين يعني مسلي إيجت يغ يمسلي يدين إيجت يج تجاخت يغ إغت اللي تغ إدوران أير لانين غ وغمن مدستينين نيجر نيجيريا د أدرى غد زاير نغد غمالي اختت جيج. So it can be يغ it can be يج. Okay, then this one we should know. اختد يخصت نسنا شكو اختد اي كان يغ داري ترقين 3 dots dot 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 that's يغ غ for the imuheg. This is يغ for them. Okay, all right, cool. This is an interesting one. This is ng. Zud, it's like an N and a G. In English, if you say thing or think or thing, think about that N that you're saying. It's not really N. It has like an NG sound. Ng. So that's it. So this is for itrgin. It's like an exclamation point. Like an exclamation point. Okay? Ng. Okay. This one a lot of times you can see it in French. They have nia or Spanish. They have the same sound. In French, they combine the GN. But in Spanish, they have the little symbol on top of the N. Nia. So this is the, that's nia. And this is the Tuareg people use this one. Imuheg. تلدرس نختد. دختد دغدر إترجين ختد تقع يز. It's like a hashtag. This is yaz for the Tuareg people. Okay? Again, these are not standard for us, but it's worth noting some, especially the ones that the Tuareg use because, you know, we kind of should know. This is yaj in ahgar. This is their yaj. Remember, yaj for us was the I, like a capitalized I. It looks like I capital. It's kind of resembles it a little bit if you want to stretch your imagination and kind of make this a flat line in the bottom, a flat line. This is yaj. Ahgar. Ahgar yaj. Yaj. Okay. اختد داري ترقين تقا يق. اختد تقا يق. ق. يق. Remember, for us, yaq was it almost like looked like a K and the line went straight across at the bottom. But for them, it's this. Okay? Yaq. Yaq. غداري ترقين. Okay. Next, Tuareg again. Yakh. Yakh. Dar imuhag. Imuhag اختد again. Yakh. Okay? Dar imuhag. Again, yah. Remember when the 4 dots, remember 3 dots was yah, 4 dots is yah. This is yah. Remember yah in the neo Tifinagh that we're using today was a B for itrigiyin, for imuhag. So this is their yah. Okay. The Mitsul, this one, I mean, this is just, I don't know. I don't care about this. I'm just showing it to you because it exists. But I mean, this is, there was something called l'Académie Berbère, whatever. I don't care about it. We can move on from that. This is yak. Remember when we talked about the fricative sounds, the ones that vibrate, like the vibratory sounds? Yak. Yeah, I don't even know how to really say this one. But this is yak. It's an upside down. If you do this, this is yak, the regular yak. But if it's upside down, it's the other one. Okay. So that's what this one. Okay, great. Then yak, that imuhag. Imuhag are the Tuareg. When I say imuhag, in your ears, in your mind, you should be registering the Tuareg people because I'm trying to be as, using the proper words as possible. This is yak. This is yak. This is for the imuhag. Imuhag, yak. Yak. Okay? Great. Then, it never ends. Yadda, fricative. This one I can say. The K I couldn't say. This is yadva. V. Yadva. This right here. Again, please note, it's you're getting the mirror image. It's not E, it's E facing the wrong way. The opposite way, I should say, not wrong. Yalv, v. In sus, we don't really have this sound at all, like yeth, yalv. We don't have those in sus. But in the Rif and other regions, Qvayel and all those people, they say yeth and they say yev. Sorry, this is not yev, this is yav. I have a hard time with that one. Yav. It's this one. It's a fricative yad. It's instead of yad, it's yav. It has a vibration. Try saying it. Say yad, yav. You can feel your tongue vibrating against your teeth. Yav. Very rare. You won't see it a lot, but at least you know it exists. Then, remember, another one that we don't use in Sus, but other places use it. There is yad, then there is yav. So let me say this. Yav looks like a V. Yav, yav. V. My mouth is vibrating. Yav, yav. Yav, yav. You don't have to know these. You don't have to know this. Just know what you can, which is what we went over already in the beginning. This stuff you don't have to know. Then next is, this one is j. Okay? It looks like a gamma, yeg, that's closed off at the bottom. These are different, okay? I just put both of them on the same card. It can look like this, or it can look like that, okay? So, j, or j. Same thing. J. But nowadays, we don't do that. If you want to say j, You just have to write d and you have to write j separately instead of doing that, because it becomes really confusing. We just don't combine letters, okay? Every consonant has its own sound and you pronounce the sound exactly as it is. So j, okay? My things are out of order, but I would show you what it would look like. It doesn't matter, it's fine. Don't worry about it, it exists, it's there. If you ever see it, you can always go back to a chart and figure out what's what. Okay, then this one, sorry, I was like, this is yeg. So this is yeg. However, if it's fricative, it's upside down. Yeg, yeg. I can't say a fricative yeg. I don't know how to say that. I mean, I had a hard time saying yalla. So this is yeg, but it's fricative. It's not, it's a vibratory yeg. So this is yeg. And that, guys, is all of it. Yay! We did such a good job, guys. Okay, so we learned Tifinagh. We learned a little bit about the history. We learned about Tifinagh Taqbort, Tifinagh Tatrert, Tifinagh Eastern, Tifinagh Western. We learned about all the letters. And just practice. I will say this. It's very, very important that we learn this alphabet. And I know that people think, oh, you know, it's 2020. Everyone should speak English, which I agree with that, by the way. Go learn English if you don't speak it. The Latin alphabet is the most widely used, and so on and so forth. I have nothing against that. I think we should continue to write ⵜαمαزيغت in Latin alphabet if that's the easiest for you. But it's really important to know Tifinagh. It's our script, and it's hard for us. When we read it, it's very difficult to read because you didn't grow up reading it. You know, you start learning this when in your teens, late teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Some people, you know, are in their 40s before they learn this for the first time. So it's very, very difficult, and I sympathize and I get it. But think about the new generation, the little kids. They don't see that, you know, they don't have those problems. If you teach them a letter in the beginning, they're going to learn it, and it's going to be the same for them as English or French or any other language that they're learning. So if you teach them the alphabet when they're young, for them, it's just going to be like any other alphabet. They're not going to see that it's difficult, because learning a new script, for example, if I was to learn Russian today, I mean, or Chinese characters. I know they have like Mandarin and Cantonese, or I don't really know. But if I were to learn those characters, it would be extremely difficult for me. But if you teach it to a child, you know, so I think it's really important to hold on to it. I write in Latin because I know the older generation, it's easier to read it. But I always write in Tifinagh as well, because I feel like the younger generations, and it kind of you just get used to it. So, okay, I think that's all I have to say. Oh, Aisha. I have two apps. I'll say this in English, then I'll say it's ⵜαمαزيغت. I have two different apps on my iPhone. I have an iPhone, so I don't know if you have an Android or what you have, but I have an iPhone and I have two apps. One of them is, I'm using my phone, so I can't check. I think it's called Tifinagh. How about this? I'll post it. Once we're done, I'll post it under this. But there's one called Tifinagh. It's purple. It's a purple keyboard, and it's written in purple, and it's called Tifinagh. And it's free of charge. It's free of charge. You download it, you install it, and you can, when you switch between your languages like English, emojis, and so on, you can get Tifinagh through there. Then for the Latin script, there is clavier. I have something called clavier kabyle. Clavier kabyle. It's 99 cents. It's $1, and you have it. The only thing I don't like about that one, the clavier kabyle, one thing I don't like about it, it doesn't have ⵜαμαزيغτ, the w, the little w symbol at the top. In Tifinagh, the little W, or sometimes it's a little circle, it doesn't have that at all. So I have to write the word, then I have to go back to Tifinagh, I have to borrow ⵜαμαزيغτ, then I have to go back to the other. So I don't like that. But so if you guys have any input, please do share. So share gratun, whatever you guys use and whatever you guys have. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I really hope this was helpful. I didn't think ahead of time about the mirror image of the camera, but we'll do better next time. Please let me know what you guys want to see next. I mean, we have such a great group. We have such a wonderful bunch of people. So if you guys want to learn more about one particular thing, or it doesn't have to be writing, it can be anything. And we can all learn together. Okay, تنمرتن بهري guten. Maradona تقذكني وصوتاس. تنمرت هيجان. Okay, artiklet yadnin. See you guys next time. How do I turn this off? You're welcome. Ciao, ciao.